What was Victor planning on, if anything?
Actually, I'd like to get in contact with Adam.
Okay.
Hmm.
You go ahead and get into contact with Adam. Adam, what are you going to do? Go ahead and talk.
Well, I was planning to arrange a meeting with Matthew, my sire,
Mm-hmm.
because a shitload of crook has been used on us, so maybe was trying to find play up my contact in the well, I don't have any contacts, but with my status in the circle.
Okay. You could definitely go and talk to your sire. You know where he is, and you know that a few times of the night he'll appear back at the location that his little cult decides to inhabit.
Hmm.
Victor gets into contact with you, and what do you two talk about?
Oh, I need your help, Adam. Talking to some people. I recognize that you have a bit more skill with that than I do.
You're pretty much, but well,
Well, thank you.
what with what? Yeah, I owe you one, so yeah, I can help you, I guess.
Alright. I'll give him directions to a club that will have a nearby manhole cover.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna only give you directions to a club. It just happens to be a club that has a nearby manhole cover, so.
You climb out of the ground like a mole.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those scenes where he's like, oh, okay, we're going to a club, and then I'm gonna direct you to a manhole cover.
No. Oh, I'll go. I'll go.
Alright. Because down in the sewers, I want to talk to a few of the mole people that, to see if any of them might have stumbled across anything weird and unusual down there relating to, buried elders. But, I'm not going to talk about buried elders. But, people that live in the sewers, they tend to wander across strange things as they search for, trash and junk, like the guy who was rifling through my crap earlier.
You live in the sewers? That's what's. Yes, that's what the smell. Yeah.
Yes, mole people is what you
Okay.
call. Sorry. Mole people is
Why
what you
don't you
call those
crash
people who
on
live down
my?
there. Sorry, go
Why
ahead.
don't you crash at my place?
No. This is my
Huh?
place.
Okay.
If anything, I'd say why don't you crash down here?
Yeah.
This is my place.
Well,
These are my people. I don't know what you're insinuating, Adam.
nothing. It's just uncommon.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get going. So you want me to ask them if they came by and weird stuff or something more specific?
Well, you understand what I'm trying to find down here. And as I said, you're
Yeah.
better at this social thing than I am, so I figured you would probably ask the better questions, be more leading.
Yeah.
I am more intimidating than I am graceful.
Yeah. Don't maybe. Okay, I'm not sure I can. Well, I can try.
That's all I ask, Adam. That's all I ask.
I can try.
So, you are intending on leading Adam through the sewers to where you know the mole people to live to ask them questions, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to navigate there. And you will
Oh
be
god.
at a -3 penalty for it, but what is navigation?
Streetwise, I have specialty in navigation. So, do I still have a negative to it?
You do, but
also,
you
I
get
live down here.
Yes, you sure do.
I have a negative to find the people that I live near. I'm blind to my
Well, you still
neighbors.
feel very loopy. The world is in fact spinning a bit drunkenly for you, as this is your first physical roll coming off of that feeding.
Alright.
Um,
Streetwise and what?
I'd say it's just knowledge to remember, so it'd be just intelligence.
Awesome. This is gonna be a horrible roll. Specialty is just +1, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're ready to get lost. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the negative in there.
Whoopsie doodle.
That's a shame. Wasted a good roll. So it's only really a -1 since I have a +1.
I know the feel.
Yeah, still a success.
Hey! You feel for a moment like you might be going in circles, spiraling around, until you come straight across what you were looking for. A nice, sealed doorway leading to what used to be a, sewer management office that expands out into a bit of a, sprawling complex, literally carved from the cement around it. It's a bit of an open community with very little private space, sheets hanging from the ceiling, barely concealing things deeper within the man-made cavern. Uh, Plenty of people wander around, doing their business, going through food and water that they've scavenged or stolen from the system. And you can hear the sounds of a television blaring off in a corner as someone has managed to hook up both electricity and cable through a broken line. And you want to smooze around and ask some questions, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. How are you dressed?
Um, Dressed in my usual clothes, so nothing too fancy. Middle class.
It's sort of business casual, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
high and mighty middle class.
Yeah. Super casual, but mm, I assume I'm better dressed than these people.
And clean.
Ye-
For both of those points, at least, let's go ahead and go with a -2 to this.
yeah.
Because you are unfamiliar, dressed better, and you smell like you might have taken a shower at some point.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
And
don't
to
imagine me being there negates any of that.
correct. And we'll do wit socialize to try to talk to them.
I will spend a willpower on that.
Okay.
Minus 2.
Yep.
So
All right, and that's using willpower.
yeah.
You make yourself known, and you manage to get past everyone's guard. At the very least, they invite you to sit down, watch TV, and maybe have a drink of some of their water. You know, if you're thirsty. They even
Yeah.
have a clean mug. You know, for you fancy upper crust kind of people. What kind of questions are you after here?
Um, I will will ask if they have. Well, I will tell them that one of my friends was mounting a little expedition in the sewers, like, you know, chasing urban legends and all, and I haven't seen it in a while, so do they know any place where he could have go?
Any place they could have
Could have
gone to
been.
hunt down urban legends?
Yeah.
Well, if they were looking for half men, half moles, they came to the right. They'd come to the right place here, I guess. He says, with a little chuckle. More seriously, well, the sewers are kind of sewers. Let's be honest. They're big open flood tunnels for taking water out of the city. Nothing much to them, I'm afraid, unless you count like giant alligators. I don't count those. Those are
Hmm.
more confirmed than myths at this point. Oh, and the snakes. Tunnels full of snakes. Oh, you wouldn't believe.
Lovely.
But there is old Gotham. A couple of us go down there every now and then to try to see if there's anything nice to scavenge. Maybe something to sell up top if we head up that way.
Hmm.
I think last year, Dave over there found a phonograph that was actually still in working condition. I think he still holds on to that too.
Nice.
But people say all sorts of things about old Gotham. Ghosts always around there ever since that earthquake in 1853.
Hmm.
Whole city rebuilt right on top of it. Didn't even bother cleaning it up.
Well, you know, it's quite common, actually. Old cities are old cities are built upon older ones.
Yeah, but you ever pave over a disaster zone?
Eh, yeah,
Of
I see your
course,
point.
I guess it's not really surprising. It's Gotham. Who wouldn't?
Nah, cover up the shit, eh?
Imagine the people who poured this concrete got paid a fortune. I think it was like, what's the name of the company that did this? Hey, Bart! Yeah? Who poured it? I don't know. Some Daggett Corporation. He turns back around.
Dag,
Yeah, it was some sort of Daggett Corporation.
strange
Poured
name.
way back.
Yeah. Do you know to get to Old Gotham?
Me? No, I don't think so, but Dave's been down there plenty of times. I'm sure he knows the way. Whether he knows to get anywhere interesting, that's a different question. All rubble as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but I'm really just looking for my friend. He's kinda dumb, but still my friend, you know? I wouldn't want him. Well, I would like to have him back there.
Well, if you need a little bit of a search party, I could offer to lend a hand, and if Dave comes along and leads the way, I'm sure we can at least
That's
get down there.
well. If you could just show me the way, I think
He
I will.
goes ahead and waves Dave over, and Dave looks up at you and
Hey,
pantomimes at his throat and zips his mouth. The one you had been talking to looks over and he goes, he's a mute,
yeah.
but he knows the way. Don't you, Dave? And Dave gives a little bit of a nod.
Well, could you show me, please? I
He
think
gives
I
a
have a
little bit of a nod and pulls out a very bright new flashlight from his pocket.
nice stuff.
He smiles a little bit, and he goes ahead and leads you through the sewers,
Well,
winding down different passages that begin to
I
slope
just
down.
before I go, and
Go ahead.
I'm just going to well, wave to Victor to so you can come with me.
Oh no, I assumed I was like right next to you the whole time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
around.
Yeah.
I waved back 5 feet away.
Victor was hypnotized by the TV and missed everything. Make your own social role. Ah. No. But the flood pathway begins to angle downwards, and parts of the sewers begin to look older and older as it goes from poured cement to stacked cobblestone. And through one side passage to another that used to be maintenance access, you come out into, of all things, an open city street. It feels like stepping back into the past by 150 years. And you can nearly hear the sound of horses and carriages being dragged to the street. The entire street is made of stone. Houses on the left and right are all covered in rubble, made of rotting wood and other pieces. And up above, you can see the concrete sky, covering up the entire section of Old Gotham.
Wow.
Dave makes a sweeping motion as if you're here.
Thanks, Dave. I reach into my pocket and I'm giving $5. I must have well, the leftovers from the. I won't say robbery, but we did some nasty stuff, so I'm giving a bit of money.
He smiles and goes ahead and pockets it. He heads back towards the maintenance access door and takes a seat.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, I mean, how big is this place?
The place in front of you is about the size of a city block, as far as your sightline takes you. Though undoubtedly there's an entire rest of a city down here.
Well, before we do anything, let me check. Let me check a few things with my beast. I will try to use Auspex.
Okie
Google
doke.
Auspex.
Good idea.
What's the what? Sorry, I don't have the dice pool in mind. Wits, empathy, Auspex. Sorry for my bird.
I'll let the bird play too.
Yeah. So, one question.
What
Is
you
there
asking?
any supernatural threat nearby?
Yes.
Ooh.
Avoid the shadows.
What do your elf eyes see?
There's something lurking in the shadows.
Something lurking in the shadows or blocking the shadows?
Lurking.
Where?
I don't know.
I mean,
The
like,
beast
which
isn't-
shadows specifically?
All the
You
shadows.
look around briefly, and without any source of light on your own, everything's in shadow. Of course, your vampiric sight lets you pierce through the darkness effectively.
Oh,
It doesn't bring much to the table.
I thought Dave had a flashlight.
He does, and it's vaguely pointed forward, but that's about the extent of it.
Hmm.
But just something, not someone.
There's danger, I can assure you. Yeah, at least there's danger in the shadows. The beast isn't really articulated, so
I'm gonna lean in towards Adam. What was the other guy's name again? Not Dave, the other one.
The one you were talking to before?
No, the mute one.
The mute one was Dave.
Who's the other one then?
Dave was.
Are they both
The
Dave?
one you were talking to, I never gave a name because it was never actually addressed. Whoops.
Oh, I thought his name was
Whoops.
Dave.
We'll call that guy you were talking to Bob then.
We'll call him also Dave.
Okay, Dave 2.0. Cool.
Hey, Daves, I think you should probably leave right now. Thank you for the help.
Yeah, thanks.
He kind of looks at you, points at you, and then points at the door.
Got it.
Don't worry, we'll find our way back.
He kind of waves his flashlight at you concernedly.
Got it, Dave.
Don't worry, we know what we're doing.
He gives a great big shrug, and he leaves through the
See ya,
maintenance.
Dave.
Dave's not paid enough for this. Dave out.
Alright. And I
Okay,
assume it
come
gets
on.
slightly darker.
Come on, we're vampires.
Indeed. No flashlight at all. Everything is pitch black.
Okay, come on, we're vampires. We're creatures from the shadows. Yeah? Eh?
What was the question?
No, I was just talking to
Oh,
Victor.
oops, sorry. That was another question. Man.
But you didn't get like a general sense from any specific direction of the shadows, just in the shadows.
Let me check. We'll use Auspex once more.
I believe it requires blood for another point.
Yes, it does. Oh.
What
Damn.
does
know.
a failure give?
Nothing.
Probably experience, knowing Adam.
20 experience failure.
Yay!
But yeah, if
Oh, look,
a
you're an
failure
elder.
just gives nothing, then
Can't wait for this car to come out of the shadows.
go ahead and
no.
roll Wits Resolve to just listen.
Both of us or just him?
Both of you.
Come on. It's probably some lonely Nosferatu. Or a fellow make it. I think that's us, right?
There you go. 1 and 1. The entire air is still, with no place for it to go. Everything is quiet until you hear the sound of clattering down the street inside one of the buildings. Something moving.
Mm.
I'm gonna go investigate. I say out loud.
Alright.
Rat
I'm
fucking
not
runs
living
up to you and he's
your
like, "There's millions of us down here. I'm still counting, boss." And then runs off again from the fucking other one. The other building just goes all the way down here. Fucking like session 1.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Rat.
But you head towards the building to investigate, and it appears to be a general store of some kind. Inside is, through the broken windows, you can see a very open shop layout that would let someone at the counter in the back see anyone entering or wandering around browsing the wares. From your perspective, you don't see anyone or anything inside. But you do see a single tin can spinning on the floor, as if it had recently rolled over to where it was.
Is there still a door where the door would be?
Yes. It's, of course, off hinge and barely attached, but it's still there.
Now push it out of the way.
Alright. You push it out of the way and step in. Let's see. What is your defense?
I have a defense of 6.
Yep, that's right. So, chance die. Nope. As you step in, from above, a chair falls downwards in your direction and smashes on the floor directly in front of you as you take a swift little step back, sensing it approaching.
What, like one of those practical jokes where they put like water above a door sort of thing? Like somebody put a chair above the door?
It almost feels like that, but there's no place to put it above the door, and it certainly wasn't attached to anything that swung away from the door.
Somebody just throw a chair at me? Is that what just happened?
It would seem so, but there's only about 2 feet of clearance above the door for a ceiling. There's
No. I said that out loud.
Yeah, but you still physically confirm your suspicion.
No, I mean, see if anybody reacts. I say out loud, did somebody just throw a chair at me? Is that what just happened?
You hear your words echo through the city block a few times before it comes back to silence. Adam, what are you doing? Are you following along?
I'm just behind him, but I'm trying to figure out if it's a vampire obfuscate or something else based on my knowledge of what could it be. Maybe based on my occult knowledge.
You could make a number of guesses. There's any number of things that could be invisible, that could hide underground. You'll need to narrow it down first, at least, via what it does. And so far, you only know that it's there, and that someone threw a chair at Victor.
You okay, Victor?
Oh yeah. It's a chair.
Yeah, but
It's like throwing a piece of paper at me. Are there even any tables in here where a chair would have been?
Oddly enough, no.
What about behind the counter? Does it look like there would have been a chair there?
You notice a few pieces of dust on the floor behind the counter that seem to be fresher, as if the chair was recently moved.
But no footprints on the floor.
Not that you can tell.
That's a clue, Adam. You were looking for clues, I can tell.
so what? We're in a remake of Poltergeist?
I don't think I saw that.
You didn't?
I live in the sewer, Adam.
Yeah, sorry. It's a ghost movie.
Okay. So you're thinking ghost is what you're telling me.
It could be a ghost. It could be one of us obfuscated. It could be, I don't know, it could be a lot of things.
If you're obfuscated, does that mean you don't leave footprints?
Good question. I'm not sure. I don't think we would remark then. So your guess is as good as mine.
No other doorways in the general store?
There is in fact one at the back that probably leads to a storeroom, would be your guess.
I guess it's time to investigate the storeroom.
Wow.
Right.
That's my jam.
Alright. You open up the door, and you step into the storeroom, full of clusters of shelves of old, rotting supplies, trinkets
Yeah.
people may have wanted to have once,
Elder's coffin.
and a few rusting tools of all things. Go ahead and make a wits resolve, or no, let's go with investigate if you want to look around.
Oh
Intelligence, wits investigate. Check it out.
I'll leave that one to you, Adam. I got 1 dot in that.
Let's see. You check out the back of the storeroom, and you come across one of the corners of the building that has caved in. You scrounge around in the pile just a little bit, shifting a few rocks away, and you find a bony hand sticking out from one of the rocks.
Yep, ghost. You try to take off the rocks to see if there's more of the skeleton.
You do. As you start to unbury it, the shelves around you begin to rattle.
Whoa. Okay.
Can you... Is it possible to talk to ghosts?
Maybe. Do you have a Ouija board?
I mean, can't you just make a Ouija board?
I guess we could.
I mean, literally...
If he wants to talk.
The ground is covered in dust. We could just, like, write A, B, C. You know, if you just...
Let's do that.
But I mean, you can't physically just talk to a ghost?
I guess. Can you hear us?
Ghost of the past! Are you here?
Don't make fun of him.
I'm not. I'm
The shelves rattle.
emphasizing my words.
Hey, sorry. I'm not here to, disturb anything. Oh, we're not here to destroy anything, sorry. Okay? Chill.
Well, he already destroyed his own chair, so clearly he doesn't care about that.
Yeah, but...
The door to the storeroom, which was hanging slightly ajar, swings fully open and slams against the wall
Sorry?
as it turns on its hinge.
He doesn't care about his own shit.
It doesn't really want us here, I think.
Do you want to be laid to rest?
I'm not an exorcist.
Yeah, no, I mean, literally, we had to dig a grave and bury him. That's what laid to rest means.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
You could roll some occult to see what ghost knowledge you might have.
Sure. What do you want?
Sure.
Yeah, int occult.
Ghosts are scary.
Well, shit.
You two did do the book research, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
You have 3 spare dice that you could roll for occult questions such as this.
I'm gonna use 2 of them. Come on. Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and not an additional. So a total of 1, but well, you do get something. What kind of information might you want to know?
How to communicate with a ghost.
Only a few ghosts can manage to manifest and speak back, but all of them do have a connection with this plane of existence and can hear and see what goes on.
Okay.
You also know, very loosely, that while ghosts have reasons for perhaps wanting to stay behind, tend to be attached to physical things, and if those physical things get broken or taken away, the ghost has nothing anchoring it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I got it. Destroy the room.
Nah.
Burn it down!
Not to be a one-trick pony, but... I'm just saying that you just said, if the thing is destroyed, it goes away.
Yeah, but maybe it knows something. I mean,
Ghost of the past.
stop calling that.
If you want to be laid to rest, lift one of those sharp objects off the wall over there.
What?
This is a terrible idea.
From a different angle, a nameplate comes screeching across the room at you and clatters against the wall as you have very little chance of actually being hit by it, Victor. On it, it has the words General Manager Victor Strong.
I'm gonna pick it up and place it like face up in the palm of my hand and say, if your name was Victor Strong, pick this out of my hand.
It flies at your nose.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. But
If you want to be laid to rest, Victor,
I-
do absolutely nothing right now.
The entire store begins to shake as if via an earthquake. You have the
Okay, okay.
sensation of the building being lifted up, though
okay,
it's probably not what's happening.
calm down.
The entire room comes back to a rest. Comes back
We
to
won't
Earth.
do anything to your remains or whatever. Okay? Okay.
I mean, if you have any ideas, Adam, just start talking.
Yeah, but can you knock one for yes, two for no?
It knocks 3 times.
Knock
Ah.
3 times on the...
Okay. Yes and fuck. What do you? What I'm supposed to ask?
Good question. What are you guys down here for?
If you have unfinished business,
Stop that!
do absolutely nothing right now.
The whole store begins to shake again.
No.
So it doesn't have unfinished business.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It clearly just
Yes.
said it doesn't have unfinished business.
He's getting very angry with you, and I can understand him.
No, it's answering my questions with various degrees of shaking.
Stop. Just stop.
Another
Okay.
chair slides out from the storeroom and
Yeah.
slides over in your direction, Victor. It turns around and faces you.
I'll
Stop dicking
sit
with him.
down in the chair, I guess.
As you sit down, the chair begins to drag you away and drags you to the front of the store, and the storeroom door closes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. So just out of the blue, did you see any strange men around here? Like vampire strange? Just do something if you did. I'll leave as soon as you can answer.
There's a rattling through the storeroom like a whispering wind.
Can you point something in the direction of where you saw them? If
The
it's not
storeroom door swings open again.
I'll walk. Well, I walk out of the storeroom.
Say that again?
I will walk out of the storeroom. Sorry
Okay.
about my birds. Shh.
Alright. You walk out of the storeroom. Go ahead and make a wits resolve to see what you can notice.
I will.
By the way, the thing lurking in the shadows that we couldn't see was a ghost that we couldn't see anyway.
I will use one willpower.
Okay.
Hey, yeah!
You get the distinct feeling that he is trying to guide you somewhere. And you can see the door to the general store flap on its hinge a little bit. You can see the dust swirling in the street from a wind that doesn't exist. Different objects clattering here and there, and you manage to keep a precise eye upon it.
I will
As
follow
it guides you over to a certain building. RB Construction Co.
Well, thank you.
You are left in silence.
Is Victor with me?
Well, yeah, I was sitting there at the doorway when you left, so I do sit in the chair and wait. Ghost
Well,
of the past.
There it is.
I could see Victor just like sitting there staring at the wall like, you have fun. Oh dear.
Here it is. There's vampire things in there. In there. Sorry.
And we're sure?
The ghost is sure. I can try to... Let me do my make it thing.
Your what?
My make it thing.
Your naked thing?
Make it thing.
Oh, maquette thing.
So what do you plan to do?
Use my Oswex! Yay!
Spending another blood for it?
Yep. So
Ooh.
what can I... Oh,
What
I can
is-
ask 2 questions. Hmm.
Any better information off of that? Let's see, let's see. Do power. Okay, what kind of questions does Adam want to feel out for?
Is the building trapped? And if there's someone in the building who could harm us or something.
There's no one there. Someone guarded it jealously. Not in the normal spaces, but where he didn't want it to be seen.
No trap and someone guarded it, but not anymore?
So you're
Well-
saying it's safe to go in?
It's safe to go in, yes.
How's the door looking?
Of many of the buildings in this area, it actually seems like one of the sturdiest and has kept the best over time. It appears made out of concrete rather than the stone of the surrounding buildings.
The building is made out of concrete, not the door is made out of concrete.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Okay, just
let
making
me
sure.
elaborate then, because I forgot what the original question was. Because the building is so well kept, the doors, though rotted, are very well secured.
I thought you were thinking, this is a door Victor can't get past. Concrete doors. Yeah, no, Victor's gonna open the door.
Alright. It is actually, of all things, locked.
Like I said, Victor is going to open the door. Well,
You wanna roll strength on that?
Yes.
Alright, strength athletics, just manhandle the door into opening anyway, despite the lock. Go ahead and give it a, -1.
You know, I could try to open it, but you... Do your thing. You do you.
You push at the handle of the door, and the door swings off its... swings out, as the lock just pushes through the rotting wood, and it's still locked, but it's open.
Yeah, I turn back to Adam and say, it was a rotten door in a place that nobody lives. I don't think we're worried about keeping it fresh.
Yeah, sure.
Inside the first floor, just past the door, is a open lobby. The architecture is almost reminiscent of some of Upper Gotham. Perhaps the style started here. There's a receptionist desk and hallways that lead into offices.
I'll stomp on the floor. Does it sound like there's a hollow underneath?
You could do an wits investigate roll to see if there are any secret passages like that.
Hey, Adam, when I stomp on this floor,
Yeah,
does it
yeah.
sound like it?
Oh, sorry. I still use the space.
Yeah, I gotta take away that aspect die.
Well,
Yeah, it's still good. You listen to Victor stomp around on the concrete floor until you come across a space that is distinctly not concrete. It shakes and rattles as the wooden floor underneath a rotting rug gives away its location.
Secret entrance.
Oh yeah, we throw that rug away.
Alright. You shove that rug away, you open up the hatch, and you peer down into the darkness, and it looks like some sort of small cellar-based room.
You know what, Victor? I like hanging out with you.
It's fun, right?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, yeah.
Quite a team.
Yep.
High five.
High five.
You hear the rushing of wind as you high-five, as it leads down into the small room below.
Yeah, I'll drop down
Someone's-
first.
Catch me!
Sure.
It's about a 6-foot drop down, and at the bottom you can see that there's a rotting ladder sprawled on the ground. Obviously shaken loose at some point. Down below, it looks like this is some kind of workshop, though of what in particular you can't say. But
You know?
at one corner of the room is a strange-looking pillar made of some sort of rusted iron, and attached to it is some sort of strange device with what looks like a hammer attached to one side of it.
And how thick is the pillar?
The pillar is about 2 feet in diameter, and only about a third of it is exposed on this side. The rest sinks into the dirt around it.
Would one assume it would be thick enough to hold a person?
Well, it could definitely be that large.
It could be, or it is.
I don't know, have you tried to fit yourself inside it yet?
Well, I mean, it's closed, right?
It's an iron pillar as far as you can tell.
So first thing we do is that we do not hit the pillar with the hammer.
Yeah.
That's clearly some sort of signal or wake-up device, or...
Well, have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah, I read the book.
Yeah.
Next time, throw yourself in.
Are there any seams on the pillar?
You run your hands around it just to see if you can catch the feel of anything through the rust. There don't appear to be.
That's strange.
What about the device?
The device itself is about a foot long and maybe about 6 inches wide. It's strapped directly to the pillar via some sort of clamp mechanism. And the hammer is perched in such a way that it looks like it could probably rotate forward and hit the pillar.
Like some sort of old-fashioned fire alarm.
Or maybe didn't what was his name? Dave? Nah. Well, didn't talk about an earthquake. An earthquake.
Well, I mean, what are you
Yeah.
thinking in relation to that?
Someone was guarding this very closely. So it must be important. And the ghost seems to think that was vampire stuff, so maybe it's some kind of I don't know. It's something. I mean,
As much as I really don't want to, I think maybe we need to hit the hammer to the pillar. It's got no opening mechanism. So
yeah.
Looking around, you notice that there seems to be a small sort of light bulb attached to the mechanism itself, but no wires or anything connecting to it. Across the room is what looks like some sort of electrical generator. And at the very least, with your modern senses, you understand that it appears to have a fuel gauge that is absolutely empty.
Well,
oh, I should have chosen electricity and not fire.
well, we can come back with some fuel, I'm sure.
I mean, do we need to, though?
I don't know, but
There's a general store just back the way. Maybe they've got fuel.
I don't want to burn that bridge yet.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'll give the hammer one ting against the pillar, see if anything happens.
You move the hammer manually to it, just to see what happens. And as it hits, you get a nice resounding echo out of it, like hitting a bell.
It is empty on the inside.
It vibrates and reverberates for about a minute before it just peters off into nothing again.
Maybe it's open. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it opens a secret passage. Maybe.
I'm gonna
It's
crack
also
my
a door.
knuckles. I'm gonna say, Adam,
Yeah.
back up.
Oh god. Good. Well,
What you
I
gotta
trust you.
do-
Because
I
I'm
back
gonna try this again. Because if I get enough successes, I can make it super hot.
well, wait. I mean, the building is maybe it's more well maintained than the rest of
Concrete.
the city, but yeah, but concrete can fall.
So you want to back out completely?
Maybe we should get someone more old tech savvy, you know?
Adam, we're here right now. I'm going to do this.
Well, there's no stopping you, so go on.
Alright, let me spend this vitae and my willpower.
May the crown have mercy on us.
Let me go to the right screen to actually make this roll.
The new age techno music swells as you make the roll and charge up your power.
3 successes.
What exactly are you doing?
I first create fire from nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I am going to increase it by twice which makes it to an inferno. And I am
Oh,
going
fuck.
to cut.
Adam, you've backed well out of this, haven't you?
Oh yeah, as soon as I saw fire.
And I am
Oh,
going
God.
to
You don't even
cut
need to make
this
a frenzy
thing.
check. You run. Go ahead.
I said I'm going to cut this thing.
Cut the metal pillar.
Yes. I've increased it to an inferno in strength, but I'm going to use it like a blowtorch.
Alright. You go ahead and you start trying to cut straight through the rusted iron pillar. Go ahead and make a welding check. Let's see.
You can conjure fire?
Let's call it
Yes.
Witscraft. And go ahead and give a +3 because, well, you got an inferno in the palm of your hand. You know how to use it.
2 successes.
You managed to cut a nice sizable hole to get a peek straight into it. Let's see. And on the inside, you can see a body curled up at the bottom.
Would I think it would be an elder's body?
Do you think it is?
I mean, currently I think it is, but I mean, Victor ain't too smart either, so...
Let me sniff.
Oh, does Adam come back?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You step back in the room and you take a sniff. It doesn't smell like it might be an inactive, in torpor vampire.
Mm,
Smells more like a dead body that's had no room to decompose inside of a metal pillar.
hmm.
As opposed to the skeletal hand you saw earlier, it looks more mummified than anything.
Yeah. Well, let's check him. Maybe he's Nosferatu and got some kind of horrible, well, thing. I don't know, like another head on the shoulders, or I don't know, something.
So you
Maybe
want to
it's
check
just-
out the dead body?
Yeah.
Victor, you want to make the hole bigger?
Yeah.
Okay. You make the hole bigger, cutting off a chunk of the pillar to manage to drag the body out. Looking around, you can see that it clearly bears the mark of having a big chunk of its chest cut out, and its throat has a vicious red line across it where it's been slit.
Ew.
The clothing of the individual appears to be very well-to-do, very rich, you would say.
Hmm.
What does this mean?
I don't know.
Mysteries inside mysteries.
Yes, literally.
But I don't think there's any drop of blood in it. So
I mean, there's only one way to know that.
yeah, but
I put my teeth into it.
hey, stop!
You put your teeth into it, and it's rotting, decomposing corpse, and there's no blood in it at all. At best, you get the taste of decomposing flesh on your tongue,
Yeah,
which isn't necessarily the nicest one when you're used to the fresh stuff.
well, I mean, when you're used to rats, it's not. It's a tier below, but still.
Rats are a step up above rotting stuff.
Yeah, I'll
It's not like
spit.
you're Icelandic and you eat like rotting sharks for a dinner.
My name is Victor Lucius. You have no idea where I'm from. I spit on the floor though. Like, no,
Good question. Where are you from?
no, you're right. There's no blood in there.
crazy.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Well, maybe the remains of an ancient, or it might be just a mortal corpse.
But
We could
why?
try to feed him vitae. I don't know. He was clearly hidden and was probably guarded at some point, so...
I mean, why put him in this tube with no exit and a mechanism on the outside to whatever it does?
Yeah. Maybe it opened... It was supposed to open the tube. I don't know. We could try to feed him a bit of blood.
I mean, if you think that'll do something, yeah, sure.
Well, maybe. It
So you're
could
gonna
work
try
longer.
dripping some vitae into it.
I don't know. Well,
Do it.
yeah, but if it's a vampire, he might wake up a bit hungry.
I think we can handle it.
You think? Yeah, you can shoot fucking fire out of your hand, so yeah.
Yeah, and you can detect anything that happens anywhere. We're good.
Ah.
We're the dream team.
Well, here goes nothing. I try to feed him, well, 2 points of vitae.
Okay. You pour the blood out, and, well, it covers his face. That's about the extent of it, unfortunately.
I try to feed it to him to not just let it spill on the body.
Right. It goes down. It goes into his mouth. It goes down his throat. You can see the red smears that it leaves behind on his dried up body.
Mm.
But it doesn't seem to do anything necessarily. Do you want to invest a humanity into it?
To raise a century-old dead corpse. It's tempting. It's tempting. But no, if clearly it's not. If clearly, well, that's not very conclusive.
I'm just drawing a blank here. I don't. What does it mean?
I don't know. Maybe I'll try to. Nah. I don't have enough blood for rituals, so.
You need more blood?
Yeah, I could try to pierce into the void to get some answers, but.
I mean, if you think that'll help us,
Yeah,
I
but
could sacrifice some.
didn't. I thought we got here to find ancient vampires, not century-old dead guy.
Yeah, but this could be like the first step of a clue.
Yeah.
This is like that dead guy from the Goonies that leads them on to the One-Eyed Willie.
Oh, so you saw Goonies.
Everybody saw Goonies.
Everybody saw.
I haven't seen Goonies.
What was that say about the vampire that saw Goonies and you didn't?
You're missing out.
Yeah, let's do this. What do I need to do
Yeah.
to give you my vitae?
Oh, fuck.
You need a drink
Yeah.
again?
No, I will need a cup. Or something.
Didn't that give you like a clean cup?
I didn't take it.
You didn't give it back either.
I don't drink water, so I didn't
That's just rude.
take it. Come on.
So back to the general store then to get a cup?
Oh, God.
Literally, there was a tin cup on the floor.
Go get it.
And as I go get the tin cup, I think maybe we should cut back to the other side so they're not just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, I really just want to see if you guys end up doing something stupid here or not.
Well, assuredly we will.
Oh yeah.
Do you want some time to think about what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little divination to see.
You're
who-
gonna start a ritual right down here. Okay.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Especially
Yeah,
with the ghost
I
to
know,
mess with
right?
you. It'll be great.
Alright, so I believe for your questioning ritual, you need to put in a bunch of vitae and then you get to make a roll, correct?
I only need one technically, but if Victor wants to contribute to make to give me more dice,
I mean, how many more
Right.
dice can you get?
3, up to 3.
And how much
So
vitae do
3
you
dice.
got?
Not a lot.
It's kind of been a bit of a dry night for you guys.
I mean, if you put
Yeah.
in 2, I'll put in 2.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's leave him here. Nobody's gonna come.
No, we're
We-
doing this. No backing out
come
now,
on.
Adam.
Come on. Okay. Jeez.
So you 2, me 2?
No.
You 1, me 2?
Yeah, give me your vitae.
Whoa, buddy.
Come on.
Alright. I'd
Need it.
let you drink 2 vitae.
No, I don't drink it. You're gonna put it in the tin can.
Put it in me.
Ugh.
2 vitae.
Yeah.
I slice open my wrist or some shit and I let it drip into the
Let's
cup.
get rolling. Just let me check the ritual. Mm-mm.
Yep, I'm waiting with eager ears for how this turns
Yeah,
out.
sorry. I got to get to 5 success. Let's go. Well, awesome. I get one condition, so the correct condition, ecstatic. I don't know what it does, but it sounds nice.
8 successes. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh,
what
nice.
does this get you?
It gets me I can choose between a bunch of things, and I'm gonna choose to apply a condition to myself, ecstatic. It gives
Mhm.
me plus 2 dice to avoid frenzy. Because the
Ooh.
beast has been sated by the blood.
Nice. So your magic wards off the frenzy, and you also
Whoa!
just have a
And
lot of questions.
And I can feel as if my blood potency was 3 lot lower. Well,
So you're back to human again. Oh.
let me just up.
Oh. But more seriously, you have a bunch of questions you can ask, can't you? Because it was 1 per success, wasn't it?
No, I have to roll no wits investigation occults to
Oh, okay. This is just making it a
Fine.
success.
yeah. Wits investigation plus crack. So
Go
no
ahead and add an
opportunity.
additional 2 just for exceptional
Oh.
success on that roll.
Thanks. That's nice of you.
And I believe you also have to choose a subject that you can ask questions about, don't you?
Yep, it will be this poor man
All right.
and his life, and well, his death. 2 questions. Okay. So first one, was he a vampire?
No.
What was he doing inside a copper pillar?
Sacrifice to power the machine.
Oh
You
god.
amplify its power beyond what is possible.
See, being a pedantic GM as I am, I would have said nothing because it's an iron pillar.
Oh yeah, if I was being like the jerk genie here, it's like,
And no, it's not.
well, you wish to be bigger, so I made everything else smaller. No, but here's your answer. 2 questions.
Oh fuck.
Can you
Okay.
out?
Whoa. So, I have bad news. I have good news.
What's the bad news?
And he was not a vampire, and I don't know who he was.
And the good news?
That, I point to the pillar, is is a component of a blood magic ritual, and he was the sacrifice. So more mysteries, yeah.
Sacrifice how?
He was sacrificed to power up the device.
What's the device?
I don't know.
Wasn't all
No,
this
What's
to
the
figure
device
things
you
out?
say with the strange iron pillar in the corner with the thing attached to it?
Yeah, that is the device. It didn't tell me what is the device.
No. Well, when you stare into the abyss, and when the abyss stares back at you, sometimes it gets uncomfortable. So fuck it. I did what I could. Sorry. It's a start, right?
Yeah, but I was really hoping to reach the finish. If I stick my head into the pillar and I look up, does it go anywhere?
It does appear to go up for quite a way. Roll me intelligence craft.
Both of us?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Two successes.
Undoubtedly, this might be some kind of support pillar for the entire building, going from bottom to the top. So at least like 5-6 stories here.
But odds are it just dead ends at the top.
Right. There's no reason to assume there's anything special up there. DM hint, don't do it.
What? What?
Oh my god. What if this is like some horrible, terrible thing? It's like the fucking exhaust of something.
All
He
right.
literally fucking crawls up and he crawls into a fucking furnace.
Fine, I crawl to the top.
And you find nothing. It is an empty flat top.
And no pipes or tubes that go along out on the edges or something?
Nope.
On the way up, I mean.
Mm-mm.
We could probably restore it, and well, I'm sure we can figure out what it does.
Well, odds are we'll need another sacrifice as well.
Yeah.
At which point we already know that we need to remove their heart and cut their throat. But how did they go in there? There was no openings in this thing, so clearly it was built around them?
Yeah. Well, can we go now?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Damn.
other than the ghost, there's really nothing interesting around here.
You want to declare your investigation over?
I'm sure there's more to it, but I kinda wanted to go meet my sire with the rest of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, Adam's the brains of the operation here, and if Adam can't figure this out, then I guess the investigation's over.